In this video, I'm going to go over your technician gear bag and everything that we keep inside the gear bag. First, I will explain why we have gear bags. In the past, what we've done for technicians has not been super efficient. We keep everything in the truck, throw it in the toolboxes, and it ends up being all over the place, and it isn't efficient for the business or for the technicians because we have so much lost equipment and because we don't have any structure to how we organize it. With the technician gear bag, this is your personal gear bag through the business. So this is business property, but each bag is going to be assigned to one technician, and you should be the only one that ever uses this gear bag. So it's going to store everything you need to hand clean windows with a squeegee. These are stored in the toolboxes of your truck. And again, it is super important that you keep this stocked exactly as it says on the checklist. So if you ever lose a piece of equipment, don't feel bad. Just let us know so we can get you a new one. And just always make sure that you have the correct amount of squeegee rubbers, walnut pads, scrubber sleeves, and everything on that list so you never run into not having the correct equipment. Now I will go through everything that we keep inside of your gear bag. So when you open up the gear bag, your first thing that you're going to see is a laminated checklist. This checklist is laminated so you can actually physically take a dry erase marker and check off everything on this list. So at the end of the week, when you are doing your checklist to make sure that you have everything correct in your tool bag, you can go through, use that dry erase marker to ensure that you're not forgetting anything. But each gear bag will have one of these laminated pieces of paper in there. On the outside, we keep this in one of these back pockets here is your squirt bottle. Important that you keep the squirt bottle on the outside of the gear bag so you're not getting a bunch of water inside. It's usually good practice when you're done with the squirt bottle to empty it out completely, but there's still going to be some moisture and stuff in there. So we like to keep it on the outside. Saves you some space inside as well. If we flip our gear bag around, you can also see our color coding. So each gear bag is going to be color coded with your truck and your other equipment. Open up our first little pocket here, and we have 2 spare squeegee clips if you ever lose those or if they ever break. In this pocket here, you're going to see we have 2 spare walnut pads. We have 1 spare 18-inch wand sleeve and 1 spare 6-inch wand sleeve. These are going to be completely dry and unused. Any wet wand sleeves we are not going to keep in our gear bag. Again, we really want to try to keep as much moisture out of this center pocket as we can. So those wand sleeves, when you're using them after a job and they're still damp, you don't need to change them out. Obviously, every job, we only change them out once a week. You're going to take those wand sleeves and you're going to put them in your yellow window cleaning bucket that holds your solution in between jobs. But as we go into, or one more thing actually in this first pocket is going to be your spare razor blades. So you can kind of see this pocket holds all of your abrasives. You have your razor blades, your 2 scrub pads, and your 2 walnut pads. So moving into the big pouch of the gear bag, you're going to have your tool belt. Tool belt is going to be equipped with your 14-inch squeegee and handle. You're also going to have your 18-inch squeegee handle, or your 18-inch squeegee handle, or channel, excuse me, and your T-bar wand. You will have your scraper and holster attached to your belt, and then you will have your pouch. On your pouch, you will have a TDS sensor. You will have your track brush. You will have a screen popping tool. And when you open up the pouch on the edge, this is where you store your walnut pad. Remember, throughout the jobs, you will be storing your microfibers and your surgical towels and your squirt bottle on this pouch as well. We just don't store those on there while we are keeping it in the bag because we want to keep that moisture out of the bag. In here, you will also have 2 pairs of gutter cleaning gloves. These should be clean after each use. We want to get those washed. So keep your clean gutter cleaning gloves inside of there. You will have 1 backflip squeegee. This is what we're going to use for those really high up windows when we have to attach it to a pole on the inside. So you see we have our scrub pad there and our squeegee all in one. You will have your 6-inch T-bar wand. You will have spare 18-inch and spare 14-inch rubbers. You will have your 6-inch squeegee. You'll have your rubber cutters for cutting those rubbers down. And last but not least, you will have a pair of safety glasses. That is going to be everything in our entire gear bag. So you have nice little pockets in there. Keep it organized. It's always nice, when your tool belt and pouch are on top, so you can grab them out of the bag each job. But yeah, really make sure we are following this checklist exactly. If you have any questions on it, don't hesitate to ask. But yeah, that is your gear bag.